This is the story about how the wolf learned to howl. Chester learned of the blues at a very young age. His parents split up and he went to go live with his mother. But his mother was a very religious woman and Chester was a very rambunctious child. There was always some evil going on. He killed some of his mother's chickens, which led his grandfather to nickname him the Wolf. And, well, his mother soon had enough and she put him out on the street. He ended up living with his uncle for a little bit of time, but he had to escape that abusive household. So at 13 years old, he set himself to walk into Mississippi, 85 miles barefoot, according to him. He got to his father's door, and his father, being a kind man, gave him a place to stay and got him a job at the plantation. Now, while working at that plantation, a guitar player was coming through town. A guitar player by the name of Mr. Charlie Patton. Now, Charlie Patton wasn't just any guitar player. He was the greatest bluesman in the South at the time. And he took a shine to this young Chester, who was now 6'2", 275 pounds. And he started giving him guitar lessons. Now, Chester took to the guitar real quick, and pretty soon he was out on the road himself, playing all over the South, playing with the likes of Son House, and even some say Robert Johnson. By 1941, Chester found himself in the Army. Well, he found himself unwillingly in the Army. He was tracked down and forced to join. Wasn't all bad, though. Not at first, anyway. He was playing at this mess hall, and this boy used to come in, and he used to shine shoes and do a little dancing and stuff like that to make a few pennies. And he always seemed to like listening to Chester play guitar. That boy, well, he turned out to be really good at dancing. His name was James Brown. Things weren't all good in the Army, though, and pretty soon Chester had what they call at the time a nervous breakdown, and he was sent to an Army psych ward. This place was pure hell. He was strapped to a bed, he was shocked, he was beaten, he was drugged for 2 whole months. He was eventually released, and they said he was unfit for service. Well, Chester was soon back playing guitar, and he caught the ear of a producer in Memphis, a man by the name of Sam Phillips. Now, if you know anything about Sam Phillips, well, he had an ear for talent. And he said in the recording Chester's first album. Chester was 41 years old at the time he recorded his first single, but he did it under the name he's better known as, Howlin' Wolf.